Hello, amazing learners. Are you ready to unlock a treasure trove of wisdom and inspiration that will change the way you see the world? Today, we're diving deep into the extraordinary life of a man who moved mountains. Without a single weapon, Mahatma Gandhi, get ready for a story so powerful, so moving, it will ignite your spirit and expand your understanding of true strength. Mahatma Gandhi. Let's start our incredible journey right at the beginning. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born on October 2, 1869 in Porbandar, a coastal city in Gujarat, India. His father, Karamchand Gandhi, was the Diwan or chief minister of Porbandar state. His mother, Putlibai, was a deeply religious woman, influencing young Mohandas with her piety and principles of nonviolence. Growing up in a relatively privileged family, Gandhi was exposed to various religious traditions, including Hinduism, Jainism, and Islam, which later shaped his inclusive philosophy. He was a shy and mediocre student in school, but he was always honest and sincere. This early life, filled with traditional values and diverse religious exposure, laid the foundational bricks for the man he would become. He learned early lessons about truth and non-harm, lessons that would resonate throughout his entire life in global movements. In 1888, at the age of 18, Gandhi embarked on a life-changing adventure. He traveled to London, England, to study law. This was a significant step for a young Indian man at that time, and he faced many challenges adapting to a new culture. While in London, he made efforts to adopt English customs and manners, even trying to learn violin and dancing. But he soon realized the importance of his own cultural identity. He became more serious about his studies and explored various philosophical and religious texts, including the Bhagavad Gita and the Bible. These readings deepened his understanding of ethics and morality. He successfully completed his law degree and was called to the bar in 1891. After his studies, he returned to India, hoping to establish a successful legal career. However, he found it difficult to settle and find stable work. As a lawyer in India, this period of searching and self-discovery was crucial, as it pushed him towards a path he might not have otherwise considered. Gandhi's true awakening began in 1893, when he accepted a one-year contract to work as a lawyer in Natal, South Africa. This move, initially just a professional opportunity, turned into a pivotal moment in his life. South Africa at that time was a place of extreme racial discrimination, especially against Indians. One infamous incident, known as the Pietermaritzburg incident, occurred shortly after his arrival. Gandhi, holding a first-class ticket, was forcibly removed from a train compartment because he was not white. This personal experience of injustice was a shock, and it ignited in him a fierce determination to fight for civil rights. He extended his stay in South Africa for 21 years, dedicating himself to the struggle for Indian rights. During this period, he developed and perfected his unique method of nonviolent resistance, which he called Satyagraha, meaning truth force or soul force. He organized protests, led marches, and endured imprisonment, always advocating for peaceful non-cooperation. His leadership united the Indian community and brought international attention to the plight of immigrants in South Africa. This chapter in his life was transformative. He went from a shy lawyer to a formidable leader of civil disobedience. In 1915, at the age of 45, Mahatma Gandhi returned to India, where he was already known as a nationalist, theorist, and organizer. He spent his initial years traveling across the vast country, observing the struggles of ordinary Indians, particularly the farmers and laborers. He quickly recognized the deep-seated poverty and injustice caused by British colonial rule. Gandhi soon became a prominent leader in the Indian independence movement. He launched several non-violent campaigns against British policies, including the non-cooperation movement in the early 1920s, which urged Indians to boycott British goods, institutions, and elections. This was a powerful demonstration of mass civil disobedience, challenging the very legitimacy of British rule. He also spearheaded the famous Salt March in 1930, a 240-mile walk through the Arabian Sea to protest the British salt tax. This act of defiance captivated the world and highlighted the absurdity of British control over a basic human necessity like salt. These movements, characterized by peaceful protest, mass mobilization, and self-suffering, shook the foundations of the British Empire. Gandhi's leadership inspired millions, turning the struggle for independence into a moral crusade, rather than a violent revolution. Throughout the 1930s and 1940s, Gandhi continued his relentless struggle for India's independence. He faced numerous arrests and imprisonments, but never wavered in his commitment to nonviolence and truth. He also worked tirelessly to address social issues within India, campaigning against untouchability, the discrimination against lower castes, and promoting Hindu-Muslim unity. His efforts to unite diverse religious communities were particularly challenging, especially as the demand for a separate Muslim state, Pakistan, grew stronger. As World War II ended, the pressure for India's independence became irresistible. In 1947, British India was partitioned into two independent nations, Hindu-majority India and Muslim-majority Pakistan. This partition, while granting independence, also led to widespread communal violence and displacement, a tragedy that deeply saddened Gandhi. Despite his heartbreak, he continued to advocate for peace and harmony, traveling to areas affected by violence to preach nonviolence and unity. His presence often quelled riots, showcasing the immense moral authority he wielded. On January 30, 1948, Mahatma Gandhi's life came to a tragic end when he was assassinated by Nathuram Godse, a Hindu nationalist who disagreed with Gandhi's efforts to promote Hindu-Muslim unity. His death sent shockwaves across the globe, and he was mourned by millions. Despite his assassination, Gandhi's legacy endured and expanded. He left behind a powerful philosophy of nonviolent resistance known as Satyagraha, which inspired civil rights movements around the world, most notably led by Martin Luther King Jr. in the United States and Nelson Mandela in South Africa. Gandhi's vision of a peaceful, just, and independent India, and indeed a peaceful world, continues to resonate. He showed humanity that true strength lies not in physical force but in moral courage, self-discipline, and unwavering commitment to truth and nonviolence. His life was a testament to the power of one individual to change the course of history through ethical means. He proved that even against overwhelming odds, a righteous cause pursued with integrity can ultimately triumph. So, what have we learned from the incredible journey of Mahatma Gandhi? His life is a profound lesson in the power of nonviolence, truth, and perseverance. He taught us that even in the face of immense oppression, change can be achieved through peaceful means. His unwavering commitment to justice and equality continues to inspire activists, leaders, and ordinary people worldwide. Gandhi's legacy reminds us that every individual has the power to make a difference, to stand up for what is right, and to work towards a more just and compassionate world. Embrace his spirit, remember his teachings, and let his story be a guiding light in your own life's journey. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep growing.